morning and welcome to Live with Joy. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm going to give it a few moments for everybody to come and find that post, and then we're going to get started and talk about what we're going to be doing today and also for this week. I'll tell you what you need, and I'll also repeat it in a few moments as people come onto the live post. But what you're going to need today are your dumbbells, various sizes, and if you have available to you. If not, one size is fine. You'll just work with that one. And also a mat, because we will be doing some floor as well. So we're going to have 4 circuits that will be on our feet, and we'll have 2 that are going to be on the ground. So you will need that mat or that soft surface to be able to come down to the floor on those last 2 circuits, okay? So again, your dumbbells, various sizes if you have them available. And if not, one set is fine. If your one set gets to be too much or your lightest set gets to be too much, just put it down. Go through the movements without the weights at any time if you need to, okay? So today, you will see the title is Full Body Strength, and that is what we're gonna be doing today. We're focusing on just strength of the upper and the lower body. We're gonna have 4 exercises per circuit that are gonna pretty much nice and easy go from one exercise into another, 2 lower body exercises and 2 upper body exercises. This week, we're just mixing it up with all different various styles of exercise, making sure we get in our strength, our cardio, our flexibility, and our core work. We're gonna make sure we get it all in this week. We're just mixing up all the various things that we have been learning all of this time through our virtual classes. And today, we're starting with full body strength. We are going to have alternating circuits of working double side movement and then single side movement. The double side movements, we're gonna have 3 sets of back to back, and the single side movements, we're just gonna do 1 set on each side. We're gonna actually be using both arms, but just single leg. So then we'll just alternate our lead leg for the second set, okay? So that is the plan for today. Again, make sure you have your weights handy. We're gonna start by warming it up, and we'll go from there. Get those shoulders down, retract back, engage that center, and march it out. Right and left, right here. Stand up nice and tall throughout. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's heel across, little push. Move those arms and those legs. You want to get the muscles in the joints nice and warm. Get ready for that strength. Last 8. 4, 3, 2, step touch, take side to side. 8 more, last 8. 4, 3, 2, reach across and tap, reach it. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach it overhead, up. 8 more, 8. 4, 3, 2, take it back across, let's reach. 8 more times right here, 8. 4, 3, 2, hamstring curl, pull it back. 8 more, 8. 4, 3, 2, knees to the front and pull. 1 more set, 8 more times, 8. 4, 3, 2, back to the hamstrings, pull. 4, 3, 2, reach across the tap for 8. 4, 3, 2, reach it overhead for 8. 4, 3, 2, reach it back across. 4, 3, 2, step touch and press. Last 4, 3, 2, heel across, push forward. Last 4, 3, 2, march it out. Keep marching, roll those shoulders back. Roll, Roll 2 more times. Back. 1 more time. Take those legs out wide and hold. Hands on those thighs. And hinge forward with a flat back. Let's hold. And roll it up halfway. Stretch that spine. Take that flat back down. Roll it all the way up. Allow that head to come up last. And roll those shoulders back. All right, now watch me. For your first circuit, I'm going to show you all 4 exercises. You can decide on what weights you want to get. Make sure that you grab weights that you can control for the upper body movements, okay? First exercise, we're going to do our straight leg deadlifts. Just a slight bend in those knees, keeping them soft. And then from here, you can keep the weights to the side or bring them up for those front squats. That's going to be your second move. And then we're going to go into hammer curls. And after the hammer curls, we're going to press up. Now, if you need to on the upper body, you can alternate 1 arm at a time here. You can also alternate 1 arm at a time here, and I'll remind you as we get to those exercises. Okay, so grab the weights you think you can control for all 4 of those moves. Get your shoulders down and back, engage that center, and let's start off with that hinge forward and back up with that nice soft knee. And you got 30 seconds for everything today, starting now. Hinge forward and rise it up. So you've got 30 seconds here, and we've got 3 sets on this circuit. Keep that back nice and flat. Do not round the shoulders forward. You're not trying to reach for the floor. It's a hinge forward through the hips is the movement that's happening here. Good, get your last one in, weights to the side or up. So you have those front squats, sit down and up. Find that range that works for you. Work those legs, bending the knees, and extending and lengthening back up. Squeeze those quads at the top. Once you extend through those legs, right here. Good, get that last one in, and hammer curls right here. Now remember, you can go 1 at a time. You need to have that rest in between each one. Both of them if you want it to be a stronger move right here. Good, finish up your last one, and then you want those weights to come up in front of those shoulders. And we're pushing straight up from here for a neutral press. Now again, you can go 1 at a time to make it a little bit easier at any time if you need to. If both is too much, make sure as you push up, your hips don't come forward. So lock them underneath those shoulders. Get that last one in, and you're right back to your first move, hinging forward right here. Set number 2. Keep that back nice and flat. Keep those shoulders retracted back. Good, get that last one in. Weights are gonna come to the side or up on those shoulders for those front squats. Right here. Good, make sure you're breathing through those movements. Hang in there. Getting that last one in, and then into your hammer curls. Once again, 1 at a time, fine. Both here if you can. Pace yourself as you need to, guys. Get ready. Get set in position for that neutral press right here. 1 at a time once again. If you need to. Both only if you can control it and not allow those hips to come forward with each one of those movements overhead. And if you can't come overhead, remember we have a smaller movement here. Okay, it doesn't have to be quite so big. Good, lower down, right back where we started for one more set right here. Straight legs with just that slight bend in the knees to keep them soft. You want to really feel that lengthening through the back of those legs, especially those hamstrings, all the way up through those glutes and into that lower back. Good, getting that last one in. Weights are staying to your side, so we're popping them up onto your shoulders with those elbows up in front for those front squats, or just those narrow squats, weights to your side. Having those weights up here really keeps that chest open as you sit into that squat, but they can be at your side if you need to have a break in those arms. Good, getting that last one in, and then into your hammer curls. Once again, both arms moving, or one at a time if you need to. You gotta stay right there, and come on in. Say good morning. Hi guys, happy Monday to you all. Hope you're getting that nice strong strength in today. That's what we're looking for, okay? So really take your time with each one of those reps. Go as heavy as you feel comfortable challenging yourself with, but that you can still maintain and control the movement. Good, and now we're going to our final set of those neutral presses right here. Both of them, or again, one at a time if you need to. If you can't come all the way up, right, just a small move right there. Extending and lengthening to that ceiling if you can. Good, finish up that last one. And you're all done with that first circuit. Get some water if you need and watch me for your second set. You're gonna bring that heel to the front and we're gonna work our knee lift right here. Okay, 30 seconds there. And then we're gonna take it into a split squat right here. If that's too much, you can press that heel down and up instead of lowering the knee if you need to. Then we're gonna hinge forward from this position and go for a double row to that back and then step it in for a high pull in front. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the front. All right, so we're starting with that right knee lift. Bring that right heel to the front, get yourself up nice and tall, and drive that knee up and down, starting now. Now remember, we only have 2 sets when we're doing our movement in the leg single-sided, okay? The arms are still having double movements, so the arms are gonna get a lot of work today. Legs are going to be really kind of stabilizing the position as you work those arms as well. Good. Make sure you're up nice and tall. So you only have to do the knee lift and the split lunge 1 time on each side. Good. Get that last one in. Step back into your split lunge position. And again, we're only doing this side 1 time. So do the best that you can. I'm going to work on getting my knee all the way to that floor and then pressing up from here. You just go as close as you can, or just move it through that heel and into that toe. Get that first, okay? Good, finish up your last one, and then you're gonna hinge forward from this position and pull a double row. Using those back muscles to squeeze up. Make sure you're hinging forward so you're working against gravity. That's where you're gonna really get those back muscles to do the work. And you'll feel those legs, especially that front leg, might even shake a little bit in that position, holding and stabilizing your body in that position as you do that row. So the legs are still working here. Good, step it in, weights to the front, high pull right here. Keep those weights close to the body. And then we're going to be moving on to that left knee lift and do everything on the other side for those legs. Arms still double movement. That's going to stay throughout the class. Upper body's going to be working both arms the entire time. Left heel to the front. Now we're balancing on the right. Bring that left knee up and down. Open up that chest, standing nice and tall. Good, get that leg back into that split squat position, and we're right into it. Remember, we don't have transition times today allotted, so we are just moving from one exercise into the other. Whenever you can get there and get moving, you want to get started as quickly as possible into that next exercise. Good, finish up your last one. Hinge forward from the staggered position and pull up both arms. That double row. If you need to go one at a time, you could. Double if you can. Use those back muscles. We only got 2 sets in this circuit, so this is it. You're done after this. You got that high pull to finish up with. Good, get that last one in, hinge up, step it in, weights to the front, and into your high pull. Awesome work, guys, hang in there. Get those last couple in, you're almost done with this circuit. Good, finish out your last one. Good, you can put those weights down, take a little breather. And we're resetting that clock. Watch me. I'm gonna go a little lighter for this. I was on 10s, now I'm gonna be on 8s. So we're gonna start with our feet together. We're gonna face you for this one. We're going for that chair squat. We're gonna try to squeeze our knees together as we sit into that bend. Then we're gonna take it out wide, toes gonna turn out just a little bit as we bring the weights up and out of the way. Try to get the elbows in towards the quads. Then we're gonna hold up here and go for frontal curls. Single if you need to, okay? One at a time. And then we're going for that Arnold press. And again, one at a time if you need to, in order to give a rest in between each one where you need it, okay? 3 sets on this circuit. So let's bring those feet together or as close as you can get. Weights are gonna hang down so they get to have a little bit of a rest here. And then we're gonna activate them when we go into that wide squat. So get yourself in position and go for that bend and extend. Hinge forward as you bend down with this one here, okay? So I want a little bit of a bend, a little bit of a hinge as you bend through those knees. Almost like you're trying to bring the chest towards those knees as you come down and into that squat. Good, keep that chest open. Make sure you're not rounding those shoulders, trying to reach for that floor. Step it out wide, turn those toes out just slightly. Now we're in our wide stance, wider than those shoulders. Knees are going the same direction as those toes, so out towards the side a little bit. And we're trying to get those elbows down into the quads. But I want you to keep that chest lifted for this one. Don't think about hinging forward. You'll naturally hinge forward a little bit, but you want to stay more upright here. Good, get that last one in, hold yourself here, weights stay right where they are, and into frontal curls. Remember, you can go one at a time if you need to. Keep those elbows right at your sides. Stronger curl here from the hammer curls that we did before. Takes a little bit more effort to get those front curls in. Try not to use momentum of gravity or that body. You don't want to move that back. Engage that center so your body stays in position. Just those biceps doing the work. Hold it up here, and now we want to rotate up and rotate down. But again, if you can't come into that rotation, you're going to be here with the palms facing you, and only go up a little bit. Okay, full rotation into that Arnold press if you can. Okay, find what you can do. Manage your pace, manage your weight, and manage your range of motion, guys. Okay, you decide where you can be. Change it up if you need to. Every set could be different. Step it in, bringing those feet together, and you're right back to that first set where those feet are together or close together. Try to bring those knees together as you come down, and trying to bring that chest towards those legs. Good, get that last one in, step it out, get those weights out of the way. Now you're in that wide squat, make sure those knees aren't buckling in. Rotate them out so they're going out in the same direction as those toes as you bend. It's all about strength today, your upper and lower body. 2 lower body movements, followed by 2 upper body movements in each circuit. Hold it up, get your position, and into that frontal curl. Remember, no movement through the body, so you gotta engage that core. That core needs to be activated. While you do all of these movements, hold your center steady. Good, finish up your last one, get back into position here, rotate up into that arm press, or again, use that smaller move and not go fully overhead or even rotate. So right here would be it. If that's all you can do, that's fine. Go 1 arm at a time. If 2 at the same time is too much. Stabilize your center and engage that core. You've got 1 more set coming up, guys, so you're almost there. Good, finish up that last one. Step those feet in, take those weights to the side, and let's get that last set of all 4 of those exercises in, starting with those feet together in that chair squat position. Bring that chest down and towards those knees or those legs as you bend through those knees. Make sure you're not rounding through the shoulders. You still want to have a nice, strong, and active back here. Good, get that last one in, take that wide step out, toes slightly turned out, and into your wide squat right here. This is gonna incorporate those glutes a little bit more by being a little wider on that squat. Good, get that last one in, hold it up in position, double curls, 1 at a time if you need to. But again, strong center, so there's no movement. Biceps, doing all the work here. Don't use momentum, don't use gravity. Make sure you are in control of those movements happening. Find a pace that's manageable for you with the weight that you're using. If you've got light weights, you can go faster and use speed. If you've got heavy weights, hold it here. Let's get that last one in. Right here for that arm press. If you got those heavier weights, like I'm using, you're gonna wanna go a little bit slower through each one of those movements, okay? It's really gonna depend on your strength, the weight that you have, your range of motion, all of those factors. But just make sure you're not using momentum or gravity to increase speed, okay? You still have to have that control. Good, all done. Take those weights down. Beautiful work. All right, I'm gonna go even lighter for my next set of exercises, and I'll show you why. I'm going for those 5-pound weights, and again, watch so you can determine what you wanna go with. Okay, remember, we only have to do 2 sets of these, okay? We're gonna do our hip abduction to the side, and then we're gonna go into our side lunge. Now, of course, if a side lunge is too much, for you, it's just a side step. You just get used to that movement side to side. All right? Then we're going to take the weights down, move forward, and we're going for our reverse flies, and then up and over that head for double tricep extension. Now, if you can't come over that head, you're just going to do your second exercise with a double kickback, okay? So that is going to be your option. All right, guys, let's get those feet together. Get those weights up in front of those shoulders. And we're gonna start with our straight leg hip abduction out to the side. 30 seconds right here. And remember, we're only doing this side one time. And then we change to the other side. So you're not gonna be doing any more than one set here for that hip abduction or that side lunge or step out. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Let's get that last one in, and now we're moving into our side lunge, bending as we step, or just stepping out and in if that side lunge is too much. Okay, you're bending if you can manage that full side lunge here. Keep that chest lifted, but you will hinge forward as you step out. Stick that right bottom back and behind you like you want to sit it in a chair, and then push your way back up and in to that standing, fully standing position. Good, getting that last one in, bringing those feet together, waist down, hinge forward, and our reverse flies right here for those rear shoulder blades. Now, if you're going to be going into the kickbacks from here, you can take a rest in between, come back down, get those elbows up, and do those double kickbacks for as many as you can get in before you need to take a rest, okay? Because you're going to be in this position again. So you might want to come out of it for a moment and then reset yourself. 5 more seconds here. Good. Everybody come on up. If you're going back down for those tricep kickbacks, go for it. Otherwise, you're here with me. And those tricep extensions over that head right here. Use the back of the arms, take it down and rest if you need. Get your last one in if you can. Lower it here, and we're right back to that left side. If you got kickback, make your way back up. Right position here, feet together, and that hip abduction right here. Into our side step or side lunge for your second exercise. Awesome work, guys. Hang in there. Last side of everything on this side with those legs. Good, and now right into that side lunge or that side step if you need. If you can, stepping and bending, and then pushing up in that bend position, right back up and into your standing position with those feet together. Simply side step it if that side lunge is too much. Good, get that last one in, feet together, weights come down, hinge forward, and let's go for those reverse flies. Good, last one, everybody come up. If you're going for those kickbacks, go ahead and go back down with your elbows up and kick back. Or up here for those tricep extensions with me. Make sure that those hips aren't trying to creep forward, okay? Otherwise you're gonna have some back pain. So you're gonna wanna push those hips back and underneath those shoulders by engaging that center. If you need a wider base, go ahead and separate those feet if you need to, okay? Good, getting that last one in, nice and easy, lowering down. And we're gonna get set up now for our core work. Last 2 circuits right here. So let's grab that mat, and then I'll show you your next 4 exercises. Make sure you have 1 heavy weight and 1 lighter weight close by, okay? So you're only gonna need 1 weight for the last 2 final sets in each circuit. But you're gonna wanna go heavier for one and lighter for the other. So I'm gonna do 110, and I'm gonna do 1-5. You can do a 5 and a 3. You only have 1 weight, you're sticking with that weight anyway, okay? Watch me. We're gonna lower down. I'm gonna start the first circuit with my heavy weight that I'm gonna put on my hips. And if you're not comfortable yet, you don't have to have that weight there. We're gonna go for our hip thrust here. That's your first set. Then we're gonna hold it up, and we're gonna take a little walk out. 2 walks, and back in as we keep those hips lifted. If you need to have that weight down so that your hands are solid to the ground as you take those walks, you can. You could do 1 walk. It doesn't have to be 2. Find what works for you, okay? Then we're going to take that weight and press it straight up from that chest. And our last and final exercise, we're coming straight back. Now, since we're using a heavier weight here, we're going to make it a small move, not try to come all the way to that floor unless you are comfortable and have the flexibility to do so. So let's start here with that weight on the hips. Or again, if you're not going to use that weight, you just want to have it to the side and ready to grab for that upper body, go for it, okay? Right here, get set, and lift those hips up and down. We got 3 sets of those 4 exercises right here. Starting with that hip thrust in that bridge position. And when we do those walkouts from the bridge position, we are going toe to heel as we walk. And again, it could just be 1 step, doesn't have to be 2. I'm going to work on getting 2, but you could do 1 step on each side and then come back in. So what you first want to do is hold it up. And then we walk it out. Okay, you can walk it back in. I'm going to go for 1 more step. And then I'm going to walk it in back 2 times. Now the whole time we're trying to keep those hips lifted. Okay, if you don't have that stability to go 2 times, just walk out once. Okay, you're going to feel those legs from the glutes all the way through those hamstrings and even into those calves as you try to do these walks. That's it. It's only a few walks. Take it down and right into that tricep chest press right here. Good, finishing up that last one, hold it up. Keep a soft elbow and take it back right here. You're gonna use that back, you're gonna use that chest right here to lower back into that lat pull. Don't make it that big of a move, especially if you have a heavy weight. Make it bigger as you feel more comfortable with it. Once you start that movement, don't go big right away. Take your time with it. And then see where you can manage it. Gotta make sure that your shoulders can handle the movement coming back. Good, get that last one in, and if you're using that weight, back to those hips. On the floor, if you want to take it to the side and do this without the weight. Set number 2. Back into that hip thrust, right here from your bridge position. Good, when you're ready, get those hips up, hold them up. And again, it could be 1 walk out, 2 if you can manage to go a little bit straighter, but you gotta keep those hips up the entire time. So you might wanna just start with 1 step out and 1 step back in, if this is new to you, okay? Brace your hands on the floor if you need to as well. Again, you're only gonna get a few of these in, not that many in that 30-second time frame. Good, finish up your last one, come down, and thrust straight up. Grab your weight if it's on the floor, and then get right into it once you're ready. Good, using that chest to thrust straight up to that ceiling. Extending and bending those elbows. Good, get that last one in right here and take it back nice and easy. Take that weight on the floor or your hips, and let's finish it out. 1 more set right here, and then we're gonna head right into our final circuit to finish up that class. Hang in there, right here with that hip thrust in that glute position. Squeeze those glutes to the top. Get ready for those walks coming up right here. Lift those hips up. Keep them off the ground. Again, take one walk out with each foot. Bring it back in. Or go for a second walk if you can manage it while you hold those hips up. If not, it's one walk and one walk only. Good, make your way in, lower down, and into that tricep chest press right here. Finishing up that last set of that upper body. Good, get in position with that arm over your chest extended and bring it back. Once again, do not overdo this move. It doesn't have to be a big move. Once you get to the position, you feel that stress, you want to pull it up from there, engaging that center and using the strength of the back, the chest, and the shoulders. And last one, gently pulling it down. Get some water if you need, or get ready for your last and final circuit. Watch me, I'm just gonna reset that clock first. This is where you're gonna wanna use the lighter weights so you have more control of that movement. Okay, we're gonna have it to the side, but within grasp of our right hand. From here, we're gonna lengthen out that right leg. We're gonna draw the knee in, and we're gonna extend it up, squeezing that glute to the top. And then from here, we're gonna do our half circles up and over that leg and to the outside of that body. Then we're gonna bring it in here and go into rotating side lunge, taking that weight down and up, and then rotate all the way back with that elbow up and finish out with those kickbacks, okay? Single arm. Some of you might have done double before. That's fine. You're gonna finish up with a single on each side. So if you need to go lighter, go lighter. You know what is expected now, okay? So let's get into a position here on all fours. Wing is close by, but you don't have to hold on to it yet. I want you to lengthen out that right leg, lift it up, engage that glute, and from here we're going to draw the knee in, extend and lengthen it out. Get that full extension with every extension out. So bring that knee in, I want that full extension. And then we'll hold that full extension and go for those half circles. Remember, we only have to do one set of these on each side, both this knee extension and those half circles. Same thing with the upper body. You have only one set on each side for those as well for this one, because we're only using one weight and we can only do one side at a time from this position. Let's extend and lengthen out and give me those half circles. So how big can you make those half circles over that leg to the outside of that body, lifting that leg up as you circle it. Good, take it center right here. We're gonna grab that weight and we're right into that side lunge here. See how my top leg stays extended? My bottom knee stays on the floor, and I use my arm to lengthen and rotate up. Do the best that you can here. Go into child pose if you need a little bit of a rest. All right, rotate all the way back into all fours. Get that elbow up and kick it back here. If you need to come off your wrist, you can take a hand on your thigh right here if you need to. Okay, here if you can. And then everything's gonna go off to the other side right away. So we're gonna pass that weight to the outside of that left hand to wait to do its work. Good, make sure you're not tucking that chin in as you start to fatigue. Get that last one in, lower down, roll that weight, extend and lengthen that left leg, and right into that knee extension, right here. This is it. You just got to do everything on the other side. And you're going to be all done. Look straight down at that floor. Don't tuck that chin in. You want to keep that neck in alignment with the spine the entire time. Engage your center. Don't arch your back. Hold here. And let's make those half circles right here. Tap that toe on the outside of the opposite leg. And then to the outside of the body on the other side. Make those circles as big as you can, coming up, coming out, and coming in. Good, get that last one in, come center with that straight leg, grab that weight, rotate up and reach. Good, find that position. Take the weight down, rotate, lengthen, and reach it up. My top leg stays extended, my bottom leg, knees bent and on the floor, helping to support me. And if it's too much, take a moment in child's pose before you move on to those kickbacks. Good, I'm going to finish up my last one. I'm going to rotate onto all fours, get the elbow up, and kick it back to finish here. Once again, if you got to get off that wrist, place on that hand, but you got to use that core engagement to stay in this position. That elbow up, don't let it start to curl. Get your last one in, lower down. You can push that weight out of the way. And let's sit back in child's pose from here. Lift the arms up. Walk the fingertips away from the body. And hold right there. Breathe and take a moment. And let's lift it up while we're on the floor. Let's use the floor for our lower body stretch by lowering down onto our back and hugging both of those knees in. Take that left foot onto the floor, extend and lengthen that right leg, hold it in, and rotate the ankle. Good, get all those kinks out. Other direction. And center, flex and point, and then flex and hold. Good, get that nice little pull in. Let's release that hand, reach for the toes. So same fingertips reaching for the same toes. And release, cross that ankle over the opposite knee. And let's lift it up here. And then take one hand underneath that leg that is lifted. And take the other one on the inside of that foot that's crossed over. I want you to push with one hand and pull with the other. And you're going to feel a nice little stretch right there as you do that. And release that pressure, hug both knees in. Take the right foot onto the floor, extend and lengthen the left. Let's hold it in. And as you do that, rotate the ankle. Let's get all the kinks out of that side. And go the other direction. And then center, flex and point. And then flex and hold. Pull that leg in a little bit more if you can. And then to get deeper into it, release those hands and reach for the toes. Same fingertips reaching for the same toes as you are holding and pressing that leg in towards you. And release, take that ankle onto the opposite leg, arm out to your side. Lift the legs up. Take one hand on the back of your leg, the other one on the inside of the leg that's crossed over. And I want you to pull and push so that you feel that nice stretch happening as you do that. Put a little force into it, pulling one, pushing the other. And release, hug both knees in. Let's roll ourselves up, coming to our feet. Hands on the floor, bottom coming up first if you can. And rolling yourself all the way back up to standing from there. Or coming up any other way that you feel comfortable, getting back to your feet. And once you do come to face me, let's roll those shoulders back, separate those feet. Let's take a deep breath in with both arms. Lower down the left as you exhale. Reach and extend through that right arm. Feeling that stretch all the way through that right side. And then release, take that arm across the chest and press it in. Take that arm up and back, reach down the back and press back. Lengthen and extend, lower down the right, lift and reach. Feel that stretch to the left side. And release, take that arm across the chest, give it a nice little press, not on the joint, but on the tricep part of your arm. And release, take that elbow up and back, press it back as you reach. And lengthen those arms up, lower down, interlock behind the back, open up the chest, squeeze and retract those shoulder blades back. And release, let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale it out and down. One more time in. Exhale, and you guys are all done. Great job, guys. If you want to have this full body strength again, make sure that you save it, share it, or you come back to this page, click on videos, and it will be there for you anytime you want to review this class. Tomorrow, we still have 9:30 virtual, 10 o'clock virtual, tomorrow's 10. Wednesday is our 9:30 when I'm on location. If you do want to come to that class in person, you do need to register for that outdoor class at miyjcc.org. That starts at 9:30. Tomorrow we start virtual only with me at 10 o'clock a.m., same time as today, and we will continue to mix up our week, getting in everything that we need to by the end of the week, including our strength like we did today, cardio, core, flexibility, body weight work. We're going to get it all in, and we're going to use different times and different ways to do that, okay? So join me for the rest of the week to get your entire body and everything that you need this entire week by mixing it up. Awesome job today, guys, on your full body strength, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.